Hi. I know you see a box in the background. I'm putting some stuff in there for my daughter, and there's my little kitty cat, Little Bee. I'm going to do some reading. The Walk in the Light series, restoration, reading glasses, because I'm old and I can't see. Anyway, I'm still on chapter 2. The author is Todd Bennett. I will put in the description his website. Still sit up straight now. I got me a Red Bull. I slept most of the day. I was having a pretty rough day. Oh, I gotta take these off when I'm looking at that. Oh my gosh, that's better. Yeah, I was kind of having a rough day, so thought maybe I'd try to do some reading with chapter 2 and see how it goes. See if there's anything I can touch upon. Put my 2 cents in. Alrighty, let's get ready. Very good stuff. I don't like Red Bull. Can't stand this stuff really, but when you get a Red Bull cream freeze from Big B and you put banana and strawberries, you can add other stuff in there if you want. It's really good. Good stuff. Alrighty. And I always say in every video that I am slow. I don't always pronounce words right, especially when it comes to the Hebrew words and names. And I stammer and I stutter. Anyway, so let's continue on. Sadly, many have failed to make this distinction, which historically has aided in the justification of slavery and genocide. The technological and industrial revolution that have taken place over the recent centuries are, in large part, an illusion that has blinded civilized man from his fallen state. There is a video, YouTuber I watch, KJ Osborne, the scariest movie ever. I will put his link in there as well because he goes into a lot of signs that are going on today and things to look out for. Very, very interesting. I have watched his videos over. He has a ton of them. I like to start with the oldest and work my way to the newest. Philosophers have declared that God is dead. And one of the ways that man has attempted to accomplish this grand plan of declaring that God is dead is through the science. The modern science have, in large part, become hijacked by atheists, and science has now become the preferred method of disapproving the existence of God, of the Elohim. In particular, they believe that if they can discredit the creation account, they can discredit the Creator. While there are numerous individuals who are responsible for this, one of the most notable individuals in geological opus, OPUS, entitled The Principles of Geology, being an attempt to explain the former changes of the Earth's surface by reference to cause now in operation. Lyell advocated that William Whewell, I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry, later dubbed a uniformitarian view of geology. This assumed, first of all, the consistency of natural law, except as regarded the origin of the new species, which was left rather vague. The kinds of causes which affected the earth in the past must be assumed to have been exactly those we have in operation today, such as erosion, sediment, deposition, volcanic action, earthquakes, etc. Lyell was obsessed with the implications of the evolutionary theory of J.B. Lamarck. In Lyell's view, if Lamarck was right, then religion was a fable. Man was just a better beast, and the moral fabric of society would crumble to dust. Ooh. Wow. Our morals are crumbling to dust. I mean, think about it. I don't know that it's like the morals, what's good is bad, and what is bad is good. And that is happening. I mean, it started so far back. I mean, if you do your research, it started with the when they created television. I think that's when a lot of it started, because then they could control the minds of those who watched, dumb people down, control the masses, as they say. Okay, yes, I still bounce. So that was part of it. Television is a big part of it. Look at Hollywood. I mean, think about when you were growing up, Leave It to Beaver, whatever those shows were, and kids would sit around and watch TV. Now, the things that they have on TV today, you would never have thought to let your kids watch that kind of stuff back in the day. And it's almost like GP, R-rated is GP today. I mean, you see things on TV, music videos that are just insane. I have a hard time finding words to describe things sometimes, but I mean, it's like, seriously, it would have been, I mean, R-rated is nothing today. And I don't even think they rated R. R is rated GP, X is rated R. They don't care a lot of times what they're showing. I mean, think about the soap operas, even Hollywood. Everybody sleeps with everybody. Nobody has to get married, or they get married and divorced a dozen times. There is no sanctity in anything. I mean, look, the babies, life doesn't matter. People use abortion as a birth control. They're pushing that, where they can murder babies almost up until, if not, up until term, using, you know, I think they push it because they use their parts, wanting to do experiments. I mean, it's just, I think it's just gone off the deep end. And like I've mentioned it before, men marrying men, women marrying women, and, you know, multiple wives, multiple husbands, people thinking that, you know, dressing up as a dog, and the dressing up as fur animals, or I'll have to find some, and maybe, I mean, it's insane. I'll have to find some, and next time I talk about something, I'll clip it in here. Excuse me. So, I think we are already crumbling. I really do. I'm going to read one more paragraph, and then I'll cut this off. A concerted refutation of Lamarck's theories of progress and evolution became a central part of the principles. However, By devoting such extensive treatment to Lamarck's, Lyell made Lamarck's views better known in the English-speaking world than they ever have been. Lamarck's evolutionary work was not translated into English until 1914. For example, the oft-heard remark that Lamarck believed that oh my goodness gracious, I think I just lost my, maybe I shouldn't have continued on with that. Anyway, for example, the oft-heard remark that Lamarck believed that a giraffe's neck was long because each generation stretched its neck to reach higher branches and passed on its stretched neck to its offspring, in a mocking example from Lyell, not from Lamarck himself. And then they go into Charles Darwin, which everybody knows him. So I'm going to quit there, though, because I know this is kind of long. I'm trying to keep these short. Maybe I'll just read some more, and because I will edit it. Maybe I'll find something to sneak in there as to what I said. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know if I can do that or not. That's a whole nother learning thing as I'm editing, to try to, I see people put in little blurbs of videos that they find, so that's something I'll have to try next. I haven't done that yet. All right, well, you all have a good night. Take care. Bye.